right, we're here at True Temper's Area 61, their research and development area. We've got Chad Hall, who's going to give us a little bit of insight on the hottest shaft right now out on the tours. And first of all, thanks for taking the time out of your schedule. I know testing and projects going on, so we appreciate you working with us at GolfWRX. But tell us about PXI.
Sure. Thanks, Greg. Thanks for coming down and sweating with us out here. It's a little bit warm today. But yeah, Project X PXI, you've seen it in Jason Duffner's bag. We've seen it in several other top players' bags. Specifically, this is the Open Championship week. We're seeing a lot of it in hybrid play, a lot of driving irons. But from an iron shaft, this is...
So should we say Tiger and Rory? Maybe you won't name them, I will.
I won't name them, but if somebody else names them, I guess there's nothing I can do about that. But certainly we're excited about the placement that we're getting. One of the best designs we've had in years. I've been with the company now for 11 years, and I can't think of a better one in that time. But it looks very different, and a lot of people are talking about the aesthetic value of PXI and how it compares back to maybe the original Project X, which had what a lot of people like to classify as a satin finish. When we acquired the Royal Precision brand back in the mid-2000s, we actually made a strategic decision to make a change to the finish of Project X. A lot of people have said, hey, they've changed Project X, they don't make it the same way. Well, it's just not true. The same equipment that was manufacturing those shafts is in our facilities. We make them exactly the same way. They are identical to the original Project X, with the only changes now we put a full chrome, bright chrome finish on those shafts. And the reason we do that is because that finish is much more durable than what we call a satin, or it's a dull nickel finish, because the contribution that you get from the additional processes with the finish make it much more durable to the elements. And I don't mean durable from a structural standpoint. I mean weather and having the chance of it being, of oxidation taking place. Now, when you look at this, you would say, well, it looks a lot like the original Project X did. We do it in a very different way. So what we're doing is we have a full chrome shaft here, okay? It looks very different, but it starts with a fully chromed shaft. And then what we do is we put it through a proprietary polishing operation that gives it this look, okay? And then we put a heat transfer cosmetic down, and then we actually do a double clear coat process over the top of this. So from a aesthetic durability perspective, it's off the charts because it's fully chromed and it's got all this additional protection on it as well. But one thing you'll also notice is at the address position, of course, you don't see anything. Our original concepts, this kind of shows you kind of how we take the branding and the aesthetic value of our products, not just what's going on the inside, but what are they doing on the outside? What kind of branding are we getting? We actually had some initial prototypes that had a full wrap cosmetic on here. So really from this whole entire section down, it was gray all the way around it. And that's probably where we were leaning to going, and we ended up taking them out on the PGA Tour, just kind of keeping them in our tour van, brought some players in, said, hey, what do you think about this? And the feedback that we got was very clear. At the address position, when they put that club down, they said, well, how long is this? Well, it's a 6-iron, it's standard length. Well, it feels short, or it looks short. And so that was an overwhelming piece of feedback to us. And so we took that feedback and we made that modification to where we just went on the back side of the shaft. At the address position, you can't see anything, but we get that branding on the back, and it really gives it a very unique. But side by side, and when you held both of those in your hands, exactly the same length with both cosmetics, it was amazing, the visual perception that it had of being shorter. And that's the type of level that we go to when we're looking at new product development, not just the shaft itself, but all the other things that go along with it.
Well, and the feedback from the players.
Absolutely.
Listening to that, while it didn't change the playing characteristics, golf being such a mental game, sure they want a certain look. It was easy to rectify.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's what we do with all of the new products that we have. We're always going to, if we think we've got it right, and at the last phase of the process when we engage player feedback, if we get a consistent piece of information that something's not quite right, we're always going to go back to the start of the process and we're going to make it right.
Well, great. Good insight. Hopefully the guys on GolfWRX understand that, and we've won a few converts over. They'll be wanting to test it if they haven't already. And again, thank you for taking the time, and we look forward to coming back to True Temper and seeing future projects that you got going.
Can't wait for you to come back, Greg. Thanks, man.